Welcome to Getting Off the Rat Race Track, 3 simple steps to financial freedom. My name is Todd with MoneyFit, and we're going to get right into this, really about how to set yourself free from trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to work all the overtime work and crazy hours and living for whatever that rat race means to you. A lot of people, it means overspending. It means a lot of debt. It means a lot of overtime. How do you get off that track? Don't try and win the race. Try and get off the track. 3 simple steps. So let's go ahead and talk about them. Step 1, control spending. Doesn't matter what income level you have. If you spend it all, you're going to stay on that rat race track. You're not going to be able to get rid of your achieve financial freedom because you're spending everything you earn. A lot of people may not agree with me, but one of the biggest problems in this country is not income. We do have some income issues. There are households with no income or very, very low income that do need assistance. But a large percentage of the problems in our society, financial problems, are spending problems. We assume that everybody deserves or everybody has to have a new cell phone or television or satellite subscription services and have to have your own bedroom. Every child needs his own or her own bedroom. These are things that have developed over the last 30, 40, 50 years. They are wants, but we start to look at them like you have to have a car. And if you have to have a car, you have to have a car payment. Completely false, complete lie that society tells us. And yet it gets us into so much spending problems that we can't ever break free of the extra overtime or the debt because that spending keeps us in that rut. The spending really is the rat race. So that's why I have it number 1. Get rid of the spending problems, control the spending. We have lots of other presentations and videos and resources at moneyfit.org/academy that can help you identify some of these issues. Next, step number 2. It's developing a passive income. Now, what does passive income mean? It means something different to a lot of different people. I am not talking about something like multi-level marketing. I used to work on the corporate side of a multi-level marketing. In fact, right out of college for almost 2 years, I worked for one. I respect most of the people in there. Most of the people trying to sell products are hard workers and good people just trying to do their best. It is not the passive income that you should consider. It's just not. Of 100 people, maybe 1 will earn enough. Probably not even that. I would say out of 500 to 1,000 people, maybe 1 would earn enough to retire on or be able to live on even somewhat comfortably. The vast majority will lose money in multi-level marketing, and a very small percentage will break even and earn maybe $100 or $200. Extremely small percentage will earn enough to actually live on. So when I talk about passive income, I'm talking about 2 different things. 1, the traditional passive income, which is over time, investing in the stock market, building your retirement portfolio so that when you are ready at a point to retire, you have enough to live on comfortably, even just on that, the dividends or the returns, you can live on comfortably for the rest of your life. That's traditional, takes years, and it takes lots and lots of income or investments. Second type of passive income, this is developed more so in the last 20 years with the information technology age. Online businesses that you can create that will generate income for you, ongoing income with minimal input from your side, on your part. This might include creating a blog on a passion or a hobby that interests other people, and that you can eventually start to refer your visitors or your readers to products that they will buy and you get compensated in return. That's called affiliate marketing. Same thing, you can do the same thing with podcasting, or you could sell sponsorships for a podcast. You could create digital downloads if you're good with spreadsheets, or if you're good with photography, you can sell great photos on sites online. They're already there. You sign up, and when people buy your rights to use your photo or your video, you get a percentage of that. I made $20 one morning when I got a brand new phone. I said, I wonder what kind of video this would take. And it was spring, and the sprinklers were on just outside my office here. And I put the camera, set it down right next to the sprinkler head. Got a really nice close-up video of the sprinkler head. $20, somebody bought it. So there are ways, if you get one that was really easy to do. If you get one that multiple people will start downloading, then you can start earning some nice passive income. Find a skill, find a passion, find knowledge that you have that others are willing to pay for. You can create online courses. You can write ebooks. You can do audiobooks, record audiobooks of your own writing or even of old public domain books. So look for ways that you can create content that people are willing to pay for on Audible or on Amazon or on your own blog site. That's passive income. You've got to have some sort of passive income to pay the bills long term. And step 3, you've got to eliminate debt. You've got to eliminate debt. You cannot get out of the rat race until you get rid of your debt. And that includes all debt. I'm going to disagree with a lot of the personal finance experts. We're going to agree to disagree. Many will say, you always keep your own personal mortgage because of the tax returns, tax advantages, and because you do better by investing in stocks and than you would by paying off this low interest. Here, it makes sense. But when it comes to financial freedom, you have no freedom as long as you owe money to anybody, including the mortgage company. Until we can pay off the mortgage, pay off the credit cards, pay off medical debt, get rid of debt, then we're always going to be on that same rat race wheel. Okay, so options. Pay it off on your own. Do it yourself. Check out our page on our resources at moneyfit.org. You can look up do-it-yourself debt elimination. There are 4 options. The avalanche, focusing on the highest interest rate first to save yourself money in interest. The landslide, focusing on the newest account first to build or rebuild your credit fastest. The snowball, which is focused on the lowest balance first to get a quick, easy win. If you need that little boost, you can start with the snowball, but don't stick with the snowball. Please don't stick with the snowball. Don't stick with the snowball. You're leaving money on the table. Once you get a win, there's your motivation. Now move to the avalanche or the landslide. Or what we call the cascade, which is just whatever your minimum payments are today. If that's all you can afford, make them. Next month, when they ask you for a little less, don't send less. Send the same that you sent today. 2 months from now, they'll ask you for even less because you're paying it down and you're not using those credit cards and the store cards anymore. Your debt's getting less and less. Your monthly payment is, but you stick with today's payment you made today. It's like a level pay. And then after 2-3 months, you have that extra $20, $30, $40. Now you can switch that money to your approach to the avalanche, the landslide, or even the snowball. Okay, so that's do it yourself. Or if you need some third-party help, look at a nonprofit credit counseling agency like MoneyFit to work with your creditors to lower your interest rates. And as a consequence, your monthly payment is going to be much more affordable, and you'll be paid off in 5 years or less. If you can pay off earlier, do it. There's no prepayment penalty. That's your first third-party stop. Some people, it may even include bankruptcy. It's a terrible, difficult thing to go through, but it is not the end of the world. I've met people who've gone through bankruptcy. They've gone through some of our counseling that's required for bankruptcy and classes. And 2 years later, I've met them and they're buying a home because they've been able to rebuild their credit and get to the point where they can actually afford to buy a home. So in some cases, is, well, in most cases, is not the end of your financial life. It is difficult, but talk to a bankruptcy attorney, call a nonprofit credit counseling agency that's approved to do bankruptcy counseling that you'd need to do anyway before you can file. But look for options and ways to, and a commitment here to get out of debt. And that's it. Those are your 3 steps. So let's summarize. That is, you've got to control your spending. Step 1. Step 2, you've got to create some sort of passive income, traditionally investing or creating your own business of some sort. Or step 3, eliminating your debt. That's it. Please consider taking advantage of our other online resources, all of our free classes and videos and webinars at moneyfit.org/academy. You can also find us at /live for more videos like this. For MoneyFit by DRS, I am Todd Christensen, author of Everyday Money for Everyday People, and I appreciate the chance to share this information with you today.